Hi besties, welcome back and welcome 2021. It's a brand new year, so I thought of doing things, mindsets and bandwagons in K-pop we should leave behind. Been inactive for several months due to school, and yes, your girlie is a college freshman now. I know, I can't believe it either. I refuse to. I'm adulting, carrying responsibilities, when I just wanna lay in my bed all day. That doesn't sit well with me. Also, beautiful humans watching this, I hope you're doing great. 2020 wasn't the most bearable year for all of us, but we made it and we can only hope for the best with what's in store for this year. I'm rooting for y'all with your own things you woo. Anyway, my apologies for the annoying TED talk in the first minute, and let's get into the video. Number 1. Excessive fan service. I know this is one of the main reasons why many people turn themselves into K-pop, and of course fan service is harmless, but I believe anything too much has its bad consequences. And what I mean by this is, I'm sure everyone's familiar with sassines and we know what they do for a living. Yep, chasing, stalking, and invading idols' privacy, and they truly be thinking they're living as Yenin in a cringy Wattpad fanfic. How pathetic. I desperately wish these bitches have other better stuff to do. There are a lot of proofs all over YouTube alone, and many YouTubers have actually reacted and talked about this matter. I'm not victim blaming. Clearly these creeps have unhealthy mindsets to even be that delusional, but I think K-pop fan service should have its limits, so such crazy fan behaviors shouldn't be enabled further. Number 2. Idols versus plastic surgery. First of all, I just wanna say I have absolutely nothing against plastic surgery, nor to the people who undergo. In fact, I support it. Plastic surgery is well known in Korea, so it shouldn't be a surprise that there are idols who undergo before debuting. What's not clicking with me is when fans are aware of their idols having done plastic surgery, yet they refuse to acknowledge it and even call it natural beauty. Nothing wrong with plastic surgery, but it's wrong to not claim having it done when you actually did. With this kind of behavior, it just attaches a stigma to plastic surgery, which makes people hesitant and scared of openly talking about it. It also sets unrealistic standards. I mean, there are people out there who actually think they can achieve this natural beauty of celebrities when these celebrities didn't even had them in the very beginning. This could cause body dysmorphia and never-ending unsatisfaction with oneself, no matter how much they alter their looks, and it could also lead to developing other physical changes and perhaps even psychological disorders. Number 3. Using words like problematic, racism, colorism, culture appropriation too much. Of course we must call out and educate idols. However, with the existence of Stan, Twitter and other social media platforms, these words have been thrown around that it has lost its true meaning. Doing this just makes y'all seem fake and wanna start fan wars and hate on other groups. At least do your basic research before commenting. Some of y'all really be cancelling every single thing for clout like it's some kind of serotonin boost. Go touch some grasses or something. Number 4. Fighting over who paved the way. I don't give a shit who y'all think who paved the way. You think your rookie faves who debuted last year paved the way? I don't care. You think the longest K-pop groups paved the way? Again, not my business. At the end of the day, we have our own opinions and preferences, and clearly what we think are not facts. Sit down for a bit and just carefully think about what I'm about to say. We K-pop stans are literally fighting over music. Over something that's literally made for people to enjoy. Just let that sink in. Literally, I'm giving y'all a few moments right now. Idols look up to their seniors, but they probably don't even sit and think about who among them paved the way. They just do what they do. It's funny because pop stans are the only ones who came up with this term. Number 5. Mocking others for not standing a group or not knowing enough things about them. Literally one of the most childish things I've ever encountered, and I think I've mentioned about this in my previous videos, but once again I'm here to say it is absolutely no one's responsibility to stan your faves unless you guilt tripped yourself into stanning because you pity the idols being underrated and not because of what they're capable of. Stanning a group is and will always be a person's choice. And what's the big deal about not knowing everything about idols and groups? Like, don't you all have lives outside K-pop? Is this how we're going to evolve as Homo sapiens? Nobody got that a lot of time to stan every damn group existing in the K-pop industry and know every single fact about them. Good lord. Cue the sassings and quirky fans punching the air right now. Anyway. Number 6. Calling O rating songs flop or pop. Now this one is just plain stupid. Some of you'll really be discussing K-pop songs like it's the presidential elections. Are y'all really that jobless to be screaming at each other on Stan Twitter about whose songs are better? Like, let that sink in for a bit and reevaluate your life decisions after. It's all fun and games, but some of y'all really take it too seriously. You could be spending that energy on much more important things than bumming around your socks. Inserting your faves fancoms arguing with a bunch of people about what songs are pop or flop. Number 7. Bringing up past issues to degrade a group. If you hate a group because of something bad they've done in the past, that's understandable. But to the extent of bringing it up every single time even when they've already apologized and learned from their mistakes just goes to show how you don't actually care about the issue itself, and the said group's career going downhill is all what you care about. Like it's something you wanna pull out to invalidate their hardships because they committed something that you want to use against them. Number 8. Making idols lose a lot of weight. This is one of the main conflicts in K-pop. And it's unfortunately under the hands of the entertainment companies. I ain't mentioning any names, but you'll probably have some idols and groups in your mind. I mean, as long as they have the necessary capabilities to become an idol, I don't see why there's a need forcing them to be anorexic. I know body proportions and those kind of things are taken into consideration in dancing, but they're going overboard with idols. However, companies are not the only ones to blame. It's also their target market and audience, the K-netizens. Companies are just doing what they think K-nets would like and spend money on. Of course, it's all about capitalism. Although I'm not sure what they want to see first. Eating disorders or idols getting dangerously skinny. I feel so bad for the idols. I hope the day comes Korean beauty standards normalize having a healthy body. And if that doesn't come, then fuck the entirety of South Korea. Number 9. Saying it's not that deep when fans talk about how their idols are their inspiration and motivation. This case isn't similar with sassings, or perhaps in some way it could be, but being possessive and harming your idols isn't the same as thinking of them as inspiration and motivation. Now this part might get a little emotional, so bear with me or just feel free to skip if you want. As someone who has bad experiences, I view my idols as my escape and comfort when times get too rough for me, and I think we shouldn't laugh at others for doing so. All of us have our own silent battles, and judging them without knowing their stories isn't gonna help. It could be the only thing they're holding on to, so be kind. If you don't like interacting with those kind of people, then do not interact. No need to invalidate their feelings, as simple as that. And personally, I think it's endearing when fans voice out how their idols help them cope. There's just something magical how idols touch their fans' heart and build good relationships with them, despite being miles away. Okay, that's the end of the video for now. These are what I have come up. Let me know in the comments what else you think needs to be left behind so we can get rid of the toxicity in the K-pop community. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, whenever that will be. Have a great day and stay safe as always.